Hi, in this video we're going to create a new Laravel application with Inertia.js, Vite.js and also Vue.js. So let's begin. First, let me create a new Laravel application by composer command. So composer create a project, Laravel, and let's name this folder with project Inertia Vue. Okay, so yeah, also you can create your new Laravel project with Laravel CLI, but I prefer to use composer command. Okay, so let's wait until it will be installed and the app will be generated, and after that we will need to install all dependencies that we need to use to start using Inertia.js with Vite.js. Okay, so as you can see, generation is finished. Okay, it's great. And now let's open this project inside Visual Studio Code. So let me open. Okay, my project is open at in Visual Studio Code. So let me now show you this. Okay, I'm here, and first we need to install composer dependency for Inertia.js, and this dependency is named by the next way. So this is Inertia.js Inertia Laravel. So as you can see, this is command that you will need to type, and as you can see, everything's installed successfully. So now let's go to resources, views folder, and now let's rename this file to app.blade.php. And inside this file, let's paste the next code. You can copy this code from the server-side installation from the official documentation. And as you can see here, we are connecting app.js file by Vite.js, and also we start using here Inertia.js. Okay, so that's not all that we need to do to start using Inertia on the server side. We also need to generate a middleware for Inertia.js, and to do that you will need to type this command php artisan inertia middleware. So let's type here enter, and as you can see, middleware is successfully generated. That means that now we need to go to kernel.php, and in web middleware groups we will need to paste a new middleware. So here you type this code, so handle inertia request. So yeah, that's all that we need to work with Inertia.js on server side. So we finished server side setup for our application of Inertia.js, and now it's time to set up everything that we need on the client side. So first let's type here. Okay, so let me open, and first you will need to install this dependency, Inertia.js Vue, also Vue.js, and also one plugin for Vite.js named Vue plugin. So let me show you this. Okay, so that's all three dependencies that you need to install: Inertia.js Vue 3, Vue, Vite.js, plugin Vue, and yeah, that's all that you need. And now let's type install, and after that let's go to Vite config, and let's import here Vue from Vite.js plugin Vue. We will need to import this plugin because if we want to use Vue.js with Vite.js, we will need to add this plugin here. So type it here, and as you can see, all dependencies successfully installed. That means that now we can go to JS folder. We can delete bootstrap.js file because we don't need to use this file anymore. And after that, in app.js, we will need to paste the next code that you can also copy from the official documentation. So let me show you where you can this copy. So you paste this code, and you can copy this from official documentation as I said. So you have to official documentation Inertia.js client side setup, and here you will need to copy this code. So that's all that we need to client side. Now it's time to create our first test component and check how this works. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code, and all components will be saved inside pages folder inside JS folder. And here let's create a new component named home.vue. So first let's create here template, and we can type here heading 1. For example, this is my first component. Okay, and you can also type here some script if you want, and use composition API. And now let me show you how you can render your content. So for example, let's create a new controller. So php artisan make controller, for example home controller. Okay, and now let's open this controller. Let's go here, and first let's import here Inertia class. So use Inertia public function index. So let's create a new route for the home page. And for example, we just created home.vue file inside pages folder, and if you want now to render this component, we will need just to type inertia render home, so it will automatically get this component from pages folder that we created in JS folder. Okay, and now it's time to create a new road for this function in controllers that we just created. So first let's import home controller, so app http controllers home controller, and now let's go here and let me type that I want to use this controller and that I want to use index function in this route. Okay, so now let's start local server of the app, so php sun server, and okay, and also we will need to type here npm run dev. Yeah, so as you can see, Vite.js successfully started, and that means that we can now check our result in browser. So let's go to browser, and now let's try to type here localhost 8000, and as you can see, everything's working. So also let's open console to, okay, as you can see, yeah, we don't see here any errors. And for example, and also I can open here Vue plugin, and as you can see, we using here our plugin sees that we using here Vue.js. So that's the way how we can set up Laravel applications with Vue.js and Inertia.js, and this is one of the easiest ways to start using Vue.js with Laravel. So thanks for watching, and also check my other videos about Laravel.